This is the Gleaners Corporate Coffee Mornings. I'm your host, Barbara Ellington, and my guest is Ditti Guise, the General Manager of the beautiful Montego Bay Convention Centre. Welcome to Kingston.
It is a pleasure, and it's always
Okay,
exciting to come to Kingston.
good. Now, how long has the Convention Centre been in operation, and exactly what do you do there?
Well, the convention center opened July of 2011. There was a little pre-opening before that, but events didn't start happening until then. And the convention center is obviously for conventions, for trade shows, for meetings. We do weddings there as well, and any concerts, religious assemblies, and all sorts of things. Whatever it is that somebody wants to do, we have a way of making it happen at the convention center.
Now, I noticed that you have a beautiful aerial photograph here of the convention center.
That's correct, yes.
And you have things like your executive offices, your grand ballroom, your two exhibit halls, a terrace, your beautiful courtyard, the Jamaica room, and so on. So does that mean that you can have multiple activities going on at the same time there?
Absolutely, and we've had that happen before. We've had a few conventions that have been international ones that have taken up the whole complex.
Really?
The exhibition hall itself is just under 59,000 square feet. It can be divisible into two. In that particular room, we've held trade shows. We've even divided up some of the space into extra meeting room space, and we've also held concerts and church assemblies we've had in there. So that hall is very, very diverse. It is the biggest of all of our spaces.
So overall then, what's the capacity?
Well,
How many people can you accommodate at any one time there?
in the exhibition hall itself, we can get over 6,000 theater style in there. Then obviously we have our ballroom. Our ballroom is just under 19,000 square feet, which is divisible into three.
Yes.
That particular room has surround sound, plush carpeting. It's very elegant. It has that Chinesey Jamaican look, and it really does carry off very well. I do believe that it's one of the biggest ballrooms on the island right now.
Wow, and the executive offices, tell me about those.
Well, that's where our staff is housed.
Okay.
Yes, all of our staff members are in that office. So that particular building is not open to the public.
Right.
We have at this time rented about 1,000 square foot of that space to John Pro.
Before you get to that, though, tell me about the staff. How many people does it take to run a place like the convention center?
Well, we do everything in-house. What I mean by that is, you know, our landscaping we do in-house and everything else.
Oh, you don't hire one of those outside
No,
crew?
we don't, because this is one of the cost-saving things as a management company. We came in and really look at the cost of doing it either outsourcing or having the staff on board.
Right.
It was definitely a better thing to have the staff on board for several reasons. It was more cost-effective, and not only that, the staff takes pride in what they do.
So what about your janitorial team? Do you
The
have that in
That's in-house as well. That's
Excellent.
in-house. So we divide up different members of the staff to different sections of the complex. And of course, they all compete against each other who can keep their area the neatest and the cleanest.
How many people do you have in all working there?
I have a total of about 45,
Okay.
which will consist of the sales team. There's about 6 people on the sales team.
Right.
And then we have an events department. Once the sales department has sold the event, then it goes over to the events department, and they take over and speak to the client, all the logistics and everything, the setup and whatever the client needs. The operations department, the setup team, they set the room however the client needs it to be set.
So you have an in-house cafeteria as well?
Well, we have our catering is food services obviously in-house. It's
Okay.
exclusive. We do have a chef which has won many prizes in the
Yes.
Caribbean and in the U.S.
I think we've done a story on him here at the Gleaner.
Yes, I think you have,
Yes,
Chef
yeah,
Randy.
Yes.
And Chef Randy has really, we've had glowing references and glowing comments regarding our catering, which
Yes.
is obviously the thing we need to do, because, you know,
Yes.
food is a very important aspect of
Excellent.
any event that you do.
So does that mean that as a staff, your people don't have to go on the road for lunch then? Do you take care of that in-house as well?
Well, what we do, when there is an event, we do take care of the staff. Outside an event, not yet, but we are going to, because we're going to have more people on the complex. And so Chef Brandy is coming up with something that we can have a cafeteria on site, and that will prevent a lot of people from really going outside.
All right, that sounds good. So when we come back, we'll talk more
Okay.
about those other people who you're going to be having on the complex.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.